Hey guys, let me share with you guys a little story about my growing up as a young girl. Meanwhile, I'm also going to be showing you my different outfits, different crazy and different aspect of Blessing CEO. I'm wearing a very beautiful black two-piece here, looking all cheeky and classy from Sea Marine. When I was a young girl growing up, I used to be very stubborn. My mom would flog the hell out of me. You know, in every family, they used to have that stubborn, that one they call coconut head black sheep. That was me because growing up, I was very curious. I wanted to know everything so fast, even when it was not yet my age. I asked a lot of weird questions that sometimes my mom would squeeze my mouth and tell me, Nkiruka me chicken no. Nkiruka me chicken no. So I grew up being very curious, and a lot of people used to like me because when we have visitors, I can go and engage the visitors and they will like me. And when the visitors are going, now let me dey dash money because now let me dey bold enough to come outside from room, come greet them, come dey gist them, and my mom hates it. She will first of all give me bombastic side eye. And this is Blessing Okoro again. Blessing see you in a different attire. Sometimes I love something that is skimpy. This is just me having fun in my office. So my mom will flog me and say, anytime you see visitor in the parlor, in Kiruka, make sure you don't step your foot outside. The worst is, whenever you're a visitor and you come to visit us, my mom will cook food and give you more than 25 meats. But when she's giving us meats, I used to eat the leg of the chicken, me and my brother. They will not tie the intestine. Then my kid sister then will eat the head. The other ones will eat the other parts. So each time we see visitors with plenty meat in their food, we'll go and sit down beside the visitor. My mom will shout, Nkiruka, come quickly, come and take drinking water and drop for auntie and uncle. When I enter kitchen, the kind two slap where they go wipe me. Even auntie and uncle will go begin ask, please, where is Nkiru? Say she's sleeping, she slept off. So my baza queen did not start today. It started from childhood. And growing up, I love to wear skimpy things. You know, it's just when you become famous, people get to think that you do things about them. I'm a skimpy person. Like, growing up, I was the jean and the crop top kind of girl that if my mother buys a t-shirt for me, I will tie it at the back before crop top started trending. So I've always been a skimpy person. In my secondary school, I was suspended. I fought. I told you guys I'm a very stubborn person. If they say don't wear short skirt, and that time I will go cut tailor, go cut my skirt, go to reach my waist. I be going to reach my lap. Until I left secondary school, I wrote my WAEC somewhere else. My secondary school was in Federal Government College, Okpose, Onitsha. That was where I did my secondary school, but I didn't finish there. I now wrote my WAEC somewhere else. So when I wrote WAEC, I passed. When I wrote JAM, I passed. When I wrote NECO, I passed. So I got admission into the University of Calabar. It was when I got that admission, I was so excited. So let me also tell you guys how I met my ex-husband. I met him in my mom's shop. Far back then, my mom used to have a shop in Enugu called Ogbete. For those of you who know me, they call her Lolo. She sells kitchen utensils. So most times, she drags me and my sister to go to the shop and go and stay, to learn business. Sometimes my mom would say she wanted us to see money so that men will not entice us with money. I'm a very good business person. When it comes to that, I'm good at it. I'm very good in convincing. I'm very good in talking. I was the person who helped my mom make 7 million naira in one day. She has never made that sale since she started making markets in one day. I made 7 million naira because I can keep you in a conversation. Anybody that comes to my mom's shop, like you are so hardworking. I was up and doing. There are some times that my mom might not even have that thing. Instead of me to allow that customer to go, I will enter inside the markets. You know, things that they sell on the rail is always more expensive than the one they sell inside the market. So when you get a shop in the rail line in Ogbete, it's like those rich people when you get power to the trek, enter inside Akwata market. So they stop by So there was a day a customer came and asked for popcorn machine. We didn't have it. And I told him, Oga, please wait. Our store is just here. I ran into the come and see where I was running. Let's assume we sell the popcorn machine for 60,000. In the market, inside the market, we can get it for like 50,000 or 52,000. So I carried it. There was no even time for borrow, because it's a very big market now. Barrow go they jam each other. But there's a very big market for those of you that know Enugu very well. So I carry this popcorn machine for head. They run so that the customer doesn't. When people saw me, they couldn't believe it. As beautiful and as young as I was, you needed to have seen me. I was sweating. I was running with popcorn machine in my head. Then I got to the shop. The man was so impressed. He said he's buying it for his wife. Jeez, look at how you're sweating. I said the parking store is so much. So I had to go and sort it out. The man even dashed me 5,000 naira before he left. And I told him thank you. So that was what I was doing with my mom until finally I met my ex-husband in my mom's store. At that point, according to him, he actually studied engineering in school, but he got a job as a banker. Then when banks were still banks, they came for training in Enugu. Then he was working with UBA, I guess. So they came to buy like a send forth gift for their colleagues. So they landed in my mom's shop. He didn't come alone. He came with his colleagues and his friends. There were about 5 to 6 boys, if I could remember. All of them were just saying, fine girl. I was suggesting to them what to give, if he's a girl, if he's a guy. Because he said they wanted to do that ballot box. Anybody's name you pick. So I was not telling them, okay, if they are doing the ballot box, they should pick a random gift that you can give to a man can use. I suggested blender, tea mugs, teacup, and a whole lot of kitchen utensils that my mom was selling that both male and females will be needing in their home. So when they finished buying, I finished wrapping the gifts. When they were leaving, my ex-husband wrote his number in a carton. Now, in my mom's shop, there are some old cartons that we used to wage products. For those of you who have done business, and that Igbo people, so we use some cartons to wage some things that we bring out, like samples. So that was where he wrote his number. He was the sales girl, and I told me, this guy will write number. I didn't even look at the number until one day I wanted to eat, and I told the sales girl to go and buy me food. So when she was about going to buy me food, she said, auntie, go call this number we write since that time. Then I was using a Samsung Flip. One of my uncle bought for me. That Samsung Flip. I missed that phone. So I dialed the number. I called. I said, hello. What turned me on with is the fact that he recognized my voice. He said, hi, Nkiru, how are you doing? I said, I'm fine. He said, I'm going to call you back later. I'm in the meeting. And I blushed. So that was how we started talking. The love conversation began. Midnight call. Those of you who do midnight call now, and I go understand. 24 hours now, so we go to talk. He actually loved me so much before the marriage went south, because he will be awake. We'll talk from 12 to 4. He will still have to wake up in the morning as a banker and go to work. Sometimes I asked him, how do you even cope? That was how we started dating. He said I was too smart and too young for my age. And that was what made him love me.